Good afternoon, Christina. How you doing?
Hi, Coach. I'm good.
Hey, I'm glad you found time in your day to kind of get on with me and talk a little bit about your progress over the last couple of months, and want to give a little get a little insight from you. Now, first of all, I want to let everyone know that on record, you've lost 8.7 pounds of body fat, which I want to commend you for because not everybody can do that. And I want to also say that like there's a difference in losing weight and losing body fat, and you lost body fat because we were able to track that. And so that's a really, really, really good thing. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to get on with you, because I want people to know, kind of like what your journey was like. Okay. Now,
hmm
first thing I want to know, Christina, we're just gonna start off here. And basically, like, what is the biggest change that you've noticed, and how did that progress like change your life in any way?
I think the biggest change that I've noticed is definitely what you kind of just said is thinking more about I have a goal to lose body fat and paying less attention to what the scale says, what my
Right.
weight is reading, because that's not really reflective of necessarily your body composition. And so when I have the goal of like, well, I want to build muscle and I want to lose fat, that keeps me going even when the scale isn't necessarily reflecting what I think it should be. So that's
Yeah.
definitely the biggest change in my mindset. And I've tried for years and years to lose weight, so that's a big deal for me. So
Yeah, it's kind of a shift in the way most people look at, being fit. They just think about weight loss, weight gain as good or bad. And when you start really looking at like the type of weight gain or weight loss, it's not necessarily a good or bad, because you could gain weight and lose body fat. You could
mhm.
lose weight and gain body fat. So I mean, I'm glad that we were able to help you, and that did help you like changing your mindset a little bit about the number on the scale and not making it all about that. So that's a pretty good thing. I thank you for that answer.
Yeah,
Now,
definitely.
next question is, what are some of the things that you may have struggled with, and how did being in the ladies boxing boot camp help you overcome them?
I think the thing I struggle with most is that same kind of idea. Like when I feel like I'm not seeing any more gains week after week, um, I think the program has helped because I can come in, I can talk to other people in the class, I can get their opinions on how they're feeling and how they get through it. But also the program just gives you something to stick with. So even if you have 1 week or 2 week or maybe even 3 weeks where you're not necessarily seeing a change, just the fact that you can stick to the eating plan, you can stick to coming in 3 times or more a week,
Mm-hmm.
um, and you can kind of stick to like increasing how much weight you're using and just getting stronger. You can see other improvements in your life besides just the weight. And so
Yeah.
that's how I've gotten through those times when I'm struggling. Because in the past, when I would start to dwell on that, I would just give everything up, and I'd be eating cookies and stop exercising and give up everything because I thought it wasn't worth it. But
Right.
coming in, seeing everybody and like getting that aggression out on the bag too really
Yeah.
helps. And but yeah, just having something to always come back to and refocus on helps in those times.
Yeah, you hit on a lot of good points there. You talked about what we call non-scale victories. Like even if you're not seeing the numbers on the scale change, there's a lot of other benefits. Having the support and being a part of a program, being able to vent, hitting the punch in the bag is a good outlet.
Mm-hmm.
So looking forward to the actual workout, and just making it more than one reason to want to come in, because it's not a linear journey, or like it's going to go all one direction. There are going to be good days and bad days, but there are different things that you can kind of latch on to kind of keep yourself going. When one thing may not be top priority, you have other things that you can focus on. So I really think that that's a good way to kind of look at it, and I definitely understand how that can help you overcome it. We've designed the program to for that reason, because sometimes you're not going to see the number on the scale change the way you like it. But when that doesn't, if that's the only focus, it's easy to give up and go back to eating cookies and stuff like that. So
Hmm.
definitely think that's something people should definitely be aware of, that they're not the only one that may have gone through that like mentality.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, the last question, Christina, is what is one piece of advice that you could give someone that's looking to start their own like fitness journey that may have been where you were, and they've tried it before? And what's one piece of advice you could give to someone that wants to improve their fitness?
I think what I've read it a couple times in a couple different like articles and some books, but it was just this mindset of instead of looking for motivation to just have discipline.
Ah,
So motivation is so fleeting and we think that we're always gonna wake up every day and be motivated to go to the gym, but we're not. Like honestly, I most days I don't feel like coming to the gym, but it's just
right.
having the discipline and saying, no, I committed to this for myself. So just get up and get out. And by the time you get there, I mean, it's only 30 minutes of your day. By the end of it, you're feeling really happy and glad that you did. So,
Yeah. So mainly having like, does it help to like have people to come to on the days where you don't feel like doing it, and maybe you have discipline, but versus
yeah.
going to a gym by yourself
Oh,
and
yeah,
coming to,
definitely.
so maybe that paired along with like having the discipline can kind of give you even like a faster momentum, because you have the discipline sometimes, but maybe going to a gym working out by yourself is different than coming to a group. So those
Well,
are
yeah,
good.
and I think that's part of it because when I come in and I see the people that I see every day, I see their discipline. And
Yeah.
so then it pushes me to be like, oh, okay, I got to come in here every day. Like, there's some people who come in there twice a day, like every day. And
Yeah.
so, I can make it at least 3 times a week. I can make it at least 4 times a week if they're going in there every single day, multiple
Yeah.
times a day. So I think the discipline thing is like we kind of transfer it to one another when we're paying attention, when we're looking at what other people are doing in the gym. So,
Yeah, yeah, you get with others that have that discipline, it multiplies. So you
hmm,
have like a multiply your force.
yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, so I really appreciate that. That's a really good piece of advice that I think everyone should take heed to, because discipline is what keeps you going. When
Hmm.
motivation isn't there, then what do you have left if you don't have discipline, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. All right, Christina. Well, I really appreciate your insight and all the advice. And I want to just say thank you for giving me that. And I hope you have a great day.
Thanks, coach.